Good evening, everyone. How are we? Welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Tuesday evening. I hope we are all well. We're all looking after ourselves. We're staying out of danger, and if you're in England, you're probably staying out of that rain. So yeah, if you're not from England, you probably got it better than we do. And well, keep it to yourself. Don't brag about it. Yes, hope we're all well. And yeah, we've got a really good and more interactive video for you guys today. We'll be talking, Ndombele. We're talking Guirassy. We're talking buy, keep, sell of players as well. Even Van Gogh, mate, how are we? This chat loves Foot Manager, don't they? I'm gonna have to buy it, aren't I, just to get involved. Ndombele, good Lord, Michael. How are you, Michael? How are we, Teddy? You all right, mate? Martin, good evening, mate. How are we? Yeah, if you don't know Van Gogh, Teddy's in 2050. Romero is a pensioner by that time. Evening, Sofian, mate. How are we? Martin's on time. We love to see it, Martin. We love to see it. Evening, EZ, mate. How are we? Polo Vita Murillo. Did it earlier, Ollie, mate. Did it earlier. But we're talking about both those players anyway. Yes, mate, you need to get on FM. Problem is, right, with FM is if I play it, I basically lose my life because I will just sesh it. When I used to really be into FIFA Ultimate Team, I'd play 5 or 6 hours a day easy of Ultimate Team. And I was good at Ultimate Team as well. It's not to say I wasn't. It was just I just get obsessed over it, And it's fun for a little while, but it's not the healthiest of things, is it? Yeah, Romero was 3-star rating to his retirement. I'd give him a long-term deal. I reckon give him a long-term deal. Screw FFB, give him a long-term deal. It's ridiculous as hell, absolutely. Just want to say, if you're watching this and you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. And ironically, I found a new bit of I found something called an Nesri as well. So that's why I'm on my phone. I'm seeing things. Okay. Annie, we want FIFA career mode watch along. Yeah, maybe. I might do it. You'll see me be a little bit more annoyed and a lot less passive. That's for sure, mate. Trap day? No, it wasn't. It was chest day. Anyway, let's jump in and let me start. I'm sure I can fix Spurs on FIFA. We need it. I want to start, with Ndombele, okay? And Romano put it out that Tanguy Ndombele's contract is set to be terminated. Tottenham and player side are ready for amicable agreement at the end of his deal. Sorry, at the end his deal a year before June 2025. So look, I'm going to consider that as done. I'm going to consider that as he is now off the books as a weekly wage. That's how I'm going to look at it. Sue versus Ireland. I must be missing something. Spend 50 million on Kalioglu for no reason. Van Gogh's board on FIFA, on FM, evidently. Hey, George, mate, how are we? Thank you very much for the kind wishes and the kind good luck wishes. Make an FM play where you sign all players that are rumoured with us. I did it on career mode, Teddy. I signed like Branthwaite. I signed Neto, I think. Zubamendi, I think I signed. I can't remember for the life of me. I signed Kobe Mainu. I know I did that. And Ndombele finally gone. Yeah, Joshua, that's how I'm going to sort of look at it. I'm going to look at it as he's gone, to be honest. I'm not going to look at it as this thing's going to drag on, And Van Gogh, you call Levy stupid. Yeah, 50 million for Kalioglu was just basically out of boredom, I think, Van Gogh. That's the vibe I'm going to get on that one. So, yeah, a bit of an update on the Ndombele side of things. I was thinking about Guirassy a bit earlier after our stream, and I was thinking, God, the guys talk about him quite a lot. What's going on with that? I need to get a bit more up to date on all the news because sometimes I don't spend enough time scrolling Twitter and things like that. I try not to. I don't like to live on social media. And I saw this, and it came from Fabrizio Romano, but it comes from Fabrizio Romano, but I saw it through a Borussia Dortmund page. And they said that Dortmund remain the big favourite to sign Serhou Guirassy. There has been very positive contact with the players' side in recent weeks. Dortmund want to close the deal quickly because they also know that other clubs could appear. I mean, the guy's a €17.5 million buyout clause. It doesn't honestly shock me, to be honest. I think it's It's one of those that's worth the punt. You know, you're talking 15 million or what have you. It's just worth the punt. You know, even if he turns out to be like a 15 a goal season guy instead of 27, it's a good deal. I was just bored. You were very bored, evidently, Van Gogh. Off the books and out of our heads, and Ndombele should have worn our shirt with pride. Yeah, he should have done. Should have done, but it shoulda, woulda, coulda, as they say. Is Matt O'Reilly coming or not? I've not seen anything. Mate. Albert Gudmundsson case has been reopened. He'll have to appear before the Icelandic tribunal this autumn. We should stay away from him for now. He's also been relieved as Icelandic national duties. I won't lie, mate. I don't know enough about this situation, so I will steer a little bit clear. But yeah, anything like that, steer clear of. I signed Sane, Lozano, Paulinho, Lucas Fernandez on FC 24, and I sold Kane. You must have had this before the change of squads, because I didn't have Kane on mine. That's for damn sure. Hoping not too late. Shroomsy, where have you been? I missed you in the 12 o'clock one. I was like, where's Shroomsy? I was thinking, where is Shroomsy? He's here. Shroomsy, you've missed next to nothing, so you're all good, bud. And is Parachi assisting us, Edison, or not? Unsure about Edison, I think, is probably the way we will sum it up. But he's definitely still assisting Spurs. You think get Murillo after we get Eze? I think they'll look at one or two in the further up places before they get to the back, you know. Sofian, yes. Well, exactly, Sofian. I didn't have that benefit. Although I did have big Timo, and Timo was cooking for me in my career mode, to be fair. Account fun for mate, how are we? On the way to the gym. What are you training this evening, mate? Evening, Daniel. How are you, buddy? Evening, CDC, or technically good morning, CDC for you. How are you, buddy? Adam Ida starts for Ireland tonight against Portugal alongside Troy Parrott. Should be a fun game. Well, hopefully Troy absolutely cooks it. Any news, anything done, close to being done? Well, Ndombele leaving, he says close to being done. Spence, supposedly the deal has moved and progressed as well. Didn't say you messed the rest of us. Got to turn up. You got to be turning up. But yeah, some people deserve it a bit more than the others. All right. Would rather have Edison than Gallagher all day. Do have an FM bias. So I wonder why you have an FM bias, Van Gogh, mate. I wonder why. And Lozano is very good in FC 24. Yeah, but that's just because you're a pace merchant, Sofian. Shoulders and arms, hell of a day. Hell of a day. It's a great day, that. Oh, man, I'm American. I actually got some real sleep instead of staying up all night. That's why I missed it. That's okay, Shroomsy, dude. That's all right. You're all good. Where in America are you? Where are you? I want to know now. I'm keen. Yeah, by the way, you know, I talked about Douglas Luiz earlier. The deal is, right, listen to this feels like a steal for Juve. So they get Douglas Luiz, right? Villa will receive Weston McKennie, Samuel Illing Jr., and 20 million. They've stolen him. They've absolutely stolen him. No, Douglas Luiz, Coop Miners, and Calafiore, I think will reach all of about 90 to 100 million. That's a steal. Well done to those boys. Maybe Paratici's like, oi, what you need to do is this, because I've left and you've fallen apart. So do this. Right. Sorry, any late news? Ndombele's contract seems to nearly be sorted and dealt with. Sorry about that. I'd rather have Gallagher over Edison. He thinks he suits our style of play. I think both suit, to be honest. Yeah, you're just getting Luiz for 20 minutes is a steal in my eyes. Good player. I think he'll kill it in the Serie A. Yeah, he'll kill it. But yeah. Oh, and sorry, Liam. I forgot. I was just in my head trying to think about your comment. Yeah, Guirassy and Dortmund is still on. Coop Miners Spurs we a dream move for me. Yeah, George, I was talking about it for a while, and I always actually wanted Coop Miners over Edison. But, you know. I'm actually in Miami. Before you asked, I was absolutely shocked when I heard Messi was coming. I had to brag to all my American fans who aren't into football. Dude, it's fine. I just hope you're not a Dolphin supporters because they suck. Breaking news: Ndombele signs new contract, which takes up the whole Spurs budget. He doesn't play at all. Oh, Gary, that is a nightmare that you've just made me. Just even like 0.00001% thinks it's going to happen. Oh, it's a nightmare. Coop Miners Louise midfield for Juventus is quite good. Yeah, and they've still got like Fagioli as well in there. You know, still got other players they can get into that midfield. I just don't see them. I don't think they'll keep Rabiot on now though, because of cost wages wise per week. He's a fortune. Locatelli, that was it. I was trying to think. I was like, why is Fagioli the first guy I went to there? I know I've spoken about him before in the channel, but why is he the first guy I thought, should have gone Locatelli, who's actually costed quite a bit of money to play there. Coop Miners kind of goes at the big games that Edison doesn't. Coop Miners was decent against Liverpool. I would say that. What's this? I heard of a swap deal with Hill going to Sevilla and I'm coming to El Nesri in a minute, Tom. Hey, leave the Finns alone. They made the playoffs last season. Yeah. And as soon as they ran into their first proper team, they stunk up the joint, did they not? Can you tell I'm a Patriots fan, by the way? Gallagher is just a workhorse. I don't see technical ability in one of the players who can seize fouls. We know how we are with set pieces, but at the end of the day, we trust in Big Ange. We trust in Big Ange Kamagu, mate. How are you? But yeah, we trust in Big Ange. And if he wants him, he wants him. Guirassy for 17 million could be good. I'd say it's probably about 15 million for Guirassy. And I just think that's in my opinion, I'd be keen on it, you know? If I was a Villa fan, I wouldn't want any players sold. Well, they have FFP issues, George. That's why they potentially need selling of players. I'm a Ravens fan, actually. And I tell you what, Shroomsy, if you keep trying to think you can throw the ball all over the place against the Chiefs instead of doing your actual game plan of running it down their throats, but you got Derrick Henry this year, so I think you'll be much better for that. And Lamar's great, but Lamar now needs to get that one step further into the big game, you know? Not saying the AFC Championship's not a big game, but the actual big game. What's your ideal versus realistic? Ideal is like I'm spending like 300-400 million, mate. Realistic, Eze's, Gallagher, maybe a Vanderson at right back, maybe a Tony up front, and then maybe one like Anita, something like that, or you know what I mean, something like that. They have Moretti as well, and not the pint. In the news of accepting 5 million to not darken Spurs doors again. Lewis, I think I saw that report, but to be honest, if he's on the hook for 9.6, I probably won't say he's going to accept 5. I'll say he wants more. Buy Guirassy for 17.5, let him get 20 and then sell him for 60. And then buy back Kane. Andy, does Villa go further into FFP because they're paying an extra 20 million to Juventus? No. Juventus are paying them the 20 million. They're receiving 20. Yo, don't remind me of that. I've no idea why we didn't run instead of having Lamar make passes to himself. Dude, honestly, it was painful. And obviously fumbling it on the goal line as well is unbelievable. Gallagher isn't happening. Waiting out of his contract at Chelsea. They rule out of assets being sold to third party. Wasn't rejected. No longer need to sell due to selling their. I still think they need to sell. Ollie. My guy Andy watches every single sport that exists. I know a lot about the NFL, dude. I know a lot about the NFL. It's like my second love. But I watched the NBA. I watched the NFL, football. I was at the rugby at the weekend. Obviously, I know about the cricket. I was watching the tennis. That Zverev Alcaraz final was decent. I'm a bit of a sports nut, as you could say. What is the Guirassy news? That Dortmund are still pursuing, and they're still hoping to get a deal done. Will Tottenham compete with Roma for Matt O'Reilly? Dude, I really don't know. Matt O'Reilly seems to have a hell of a market, but I really don't know. Kamagu with the super chat. Kamagu, absolute legend of the chat. Everyone loves Kamagu. He says, like the stream and subscribe. I appreciate that, my guy. I appreciate that. And yeah, absolutely. Everyone, if you are new and you're not subscribed, subscribe. Be very much appreciated. And like the stream if you haven't already, lads. I know a lot of you have, but if you haven't, do us a favor. I know everyone loves Sonny, but if Eze comes in 2 seasons, can you see Sonny being sold and Eze playing left wing? You can't rule out Sonny being sold. You can't see Sonny, like, it won't be sold this summer, but in the future, you can't rule it out, obviously, Can we swap out Southgate for another manager? Not this Euros, but I'm hoping for the World Cup. that, oh, do you know what I'm already in my head thinking? Graham Potter has been rejecting every single job possible. I'm thinking he's going to get the England manager role, and if he does, I'm going to lose it. Do you know what they should do? They should be speaking to Klopp. That's who they should be speaking to. Klopp's free, knows the England guys, speaks English. Great style of play that would suit, and England fans would actually like watching England. That's who they should be going for. And then if they don't get him, go for Poch. You know what I mean? Not Potter. I'm a Packers fan when I watch games. Pay Packers. Tell you what, the trajectory of your Packers, you should be excited for yourselves. Although I know you're in a really good division with the Vikings. I mean, the Bears are going to be much better with obviously Caleb and Adunze this year, and obviously still got more. They've got obviously Allen going in there as well. But Packers are a good team. Are we linked with O'Reilly? Not as much as everyone thinks we are. Potter to play Southgate, in my opinion. Jessica, please don't ruin my evening. I don't want to think of that. Would Jota from Etihad cook under his old manager? He can't do it in the Saudi league, so I don't want him in the Premier League. Plus 25 million they bought him for. He's 150 grand a week. No, thank you. Klopp, yeah, Gary, Klopp for sure. Johnson with his pace is best as an impact sub. That worries me about Ange. It worked, and then he changed it. They always said this coming season was the season for Johnson. So let's just see what he's got. Do you see Southgate admitting he's leaving after the Euros if he don't win it? Hey, leave if he does win it, Joshua, and I don't mind if he does leave. I'll be happy if he does. I'm happy we didn't qualify the Champions League. We won't beat teams like Real Madrid or Inter Milan. I'm not as worried as much about Inter Milan. Real Madrid, yeah, but Inter Milan not as worried as much. Klopp would be bloody brilliant. Yes, Martin, he would be. He bloody would be. We need a winger or two that can actually take on and beat a defender and create. Then other than a poacher, it's what we lack. That fluidity in attack. Yeah, fluidity in attack, massive, mate. Ollie, agreed. Klopp would be great. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. How much longer do you think Sonny has in him? I'm praying he retires here instead of leaving at some point. He's 31. Still got a couple more years, two or three more years for sure. Yeah. Hell no to Poch. We could do so much worse than Poch, that's for sure. I'm a 49ers fan. Last year did end how I wanted. Honestly, Purdy, I really like Purdy. Debo. I want to know if you're going to sign Ayuk to that contract. And obviously with AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, sorry. Waddle and Justin Jefferson signing their contracts, that makes Ayuk's go up. I'm hoping the Patriots trade with 49ers and get Ayuk personally. Second round pick. Maybe a third, actually, because we're not going to be as good this year. So maybe a third. Give Drake May a weapon. With the way the AFC qualifiers for the World Cup are going, North Korea could genuinely qualify. Okay. If they qualify, they qualify. Evening, Dean. How are you, buddy? How are you? You all right? Just got sacked in FM from England because I crashed a 10-year winning streak, which I created. You're a disgrace to the country, Teddy. Disgrace to the country. Did you win the World Cup and Euros at least? Jota excited me at first, but now he's just plain flop who has got some game time. Let him enjoy the Habibis. Yeah. I'm not interested in him personally. Let him stay in Saudi. There's countless wingers better than him personally. Is Ange being sacked now? Why am I hearing about Poch? No, Skygazer. We were just talking about the England job. We were talking about Klopp and Poch should be there instead of Southgate. That's all. I'm a firm believer in Johnson. I know some people have major doubts in him, but nearing the end of the season, especially when coming off the bench, he was doing so well. You can see the potential. If he works on taking on his man more and finishing, of course, just think back to the Villa game. He was out of his mind. Yeah, you can see there's flashes there, but just needs time. Just needs time. Jota and Benzema both failed. Manager hates them both. Both are pretty good, though. It's not to say they're both not pretty good. It's just, I'm not spending 25 million, 150 grand on a week on a guy that, couldn't even get registered for the Saudi league. No, thank you. Inter Milan would batter us. Their low block is solid. We would find it very hard to break them and they'd hit us on the counter-attacks. Maybe. But I'm not as worried about them as Real Madrid, buddy. That's for damn sure. In your opinion, who from the academy can step up to the first team? Mikey Moore is probably my first shout. I do like Donnelly, though. But I think Donnelly might go out on loan. I think Son should give captaincy to someone else and play good football again, not have responsibility as captain. Tom, did you not think Son was good last year? I mean, 16 goals, 9 assists, 25 goal contributions. I know he set the bar quite high, but that's still pretty good. Graham Potter for England. Oh, God, please no, George. Please no. Why don't we close our eyes and get Kvaratskhelia? Hey, it'd be great, but I think PSG are kind of all over that deal. Joshua is brilliant. What are you talking about? He is not brilliant. Skygazer, if you're not getting picked in the Saudi league, then why the hell would I want you for a team that's trying to fight for the top 4? No way, Jose. And like I said, there's so many other wingers that I'd prefer. So many. And just because people go, oh, look what he did at Celtic. I'm like, yeah, great. You did it in Scotland. You know? It's like getting a championship winger. I'd much rather Somerville. There you go. That proves my point. Do you think there's a real change for England when the FA is replaced, or just another manager? It'd just be another manager. Just another manager. When there's a will, there's a way, Skygazer, mate. There's a will, there's a way. Plays good football, and players would take to him. Yeah, but he's all about XG, and our XG was 7.2, but only scoring 1 goal. I saw it at Brighton. It's painful. It's painful. Would you rather get Bakayoko and Nicky Williams? Oh, KVN. That's a poll. KVN's off to a flyer tonight, lads. Let's pick one. So let's go Bakayoko. And let's go Williams. Obviously, that's Nico Williams, lads. All right. It's Nico Williams. Anyone in the championship you might want to go for? Archie Gray. I would like Archie Gray a lot. Right back, centre mids kind of vibe, you know. Somerville's not better than Jota, nowhere close. Jota's rubbish, mate. I don't know what more you want me to say about it. I don't rate him. There you go. I made a small investment in Scottish FC today. Going to try and get Poch in there. Love that, Gary. Get him in there. Get him in there. Yeah, he was a good captain, but I think he played better at that. Potentially. But, you know, I don't mind him as captain. You know. Just get Frankie de Jong, huh? Our better version of Declan Rice. Not sure they're the same sort of player, Marshall. Have you seen Frankie de Jong, what he's owed in the next 2 years? Because obviously he deferred a lot of his wages. Have you seen how much money he's owed? Oh my God. It's like 20 million or something stupid per year, I think it was. I couldn't believe it. I was like, brother, get that bread. Get it. No wonder he doesn't want to leave Barca. He's like, I'm making a bloody fortune here. Joshua is brilliant. Well, we agreed to disagree, Skygazer. I can't be asked to talk about it anymore. I've spent 5 or 6 different messages talking about Jota. He's not worth my time all day. Chiesa on loan to buy. Well, they may need to sell Chiesa now after all this stuff. You're talking shit about Jota. Thanks. Williams for sure. Well, Williams is winning it at the moment. Romero is everything this club needs in every sense. A man as a leader and a warrior. Exactly. Did you even play the game ever? God, I've really ruffled your feathers about Jota. Is he your Bezzy? I'm choosing Nico, but it's a shame his wages are too high. Yeah, he's crazy, but then I get it because that's the Basque rule, isn't it? I completely get it. The dressing room loves Sonia as captain. Sonia? Well, Sonia, we love Sonia, but do they love Sonia as captain? And she's not the captain, though. Only Williams if he takes a pay cut. Well, how much of a pay cut, Ollie, do you want him to take? 2.5k. Yeah, that's it, Teddy, mate. 2.5k. Love it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Skygazer, mate, I cannot be asked to talk about Jota anymore. All right, just move on. I don't rate him. Done. All right. I'm talking, mate. Why are you so hurt about me not rating a player you like? It's just not that deep, bro. Just chill. Sonny, not Sonia. Well, Sonia could be a great captain. Let's just see. You know, she could be great. Let's get her in there. De Jong injured and out of Euros. I did see that. I also saw that Lewandowski tore his bicep from I was like, what? He's gonna miss the Dutch game, but they said we'll see if we can get him back for the second game. That's brutal though. Which team do you want our first fixture to be against? Okay, how about a home and an away one? Because I don't know what we'll get. Home. I don't want to. I never like playing a team when they first come up because they're always up for it, and I never like that. So home, maybe a nice, reasonable one to start. Maybe like an Everton, because we normally pick up points against Everton. Away, maybe Palace for Eze when we sign him. I'd love Chiesa. He's a baller, but how would he stand up in the Premier League? You know, injuries and all. Poch wants Ndombele and Levy obliged. Why do some think Levy doesn't want to support his managers? He doesn't always do it, mate. He misses chances. Tottenham have no chance of beating Inter Milan. I'm not saying, dude. I'm just saying Real Madrid are better than Inter Milan. That's all I'm saying. Would you do a poll to do with El Nesri and Tony? I'm still coming to El Nesri, mate. I'm still coming. Dude, Skygazer, you're in your feels. Is everything all right, mate? Do you want to talk about it? Jota, do you know what? I want someone in life who wants me the way Skygazer wants Jota. I want someone in life because, good Lord, someone to go to bat for me for like that. Oh, that'd be lovely. Sophie, I never know. Rather Bakayoko and Williams over Eze. Ooh. So you want Bakayoko and Williams, you greedy man, Kyrie. Can we get both? Unlikely. Jota is shite, bro. Let's move on. I just can't be asked. There's been like 10 to 12 messages. Just move on now. You know, we're not even talking about him. Is that Porro on the picture of his transfer market page? I don't know. Is he? I was looking at your Crez earlier. Porro, hang on. Oh, hang on. You might be right here. I think that is Pedro, but very, very young Pedro. But from a distance, when he doesn't zoom in, I'm like, who the hell is that? Home to Arsenal, Man City, give me Arsenal. Everyone wants the big boys up first. Poland will struggle. I've got them going out early doors. And everyone thought they were the dark horses last time around. I haven't seen their group. George, who's in their group? We could sign Williams on 190 grand. Maybe if Ange gets the mates going and sells in the system. Yeah, just mate. Yeah, I agree. And North London Derby is a great way to start the season. But it's normally like it's within the first few games, isn't it? It's normally then. Nico Enzo scored 3 goals and he's talking he's rubbish or talking nonsense. Oh, Christ. Skygaze, mate, if you don't like me, happily just leave the stream. It's not that deep. All right? You can't articulate what you mean. Good Lord. No, thank God, mate. Search it yourself. You need to be just hit with it in your own space. Because when you first load up the first page, you go, that's not him. And then it zooms in, you go, no, actually, that is him. Juventus want 80 million euros for Chiesa. And I wouldn't want Levy to pay for that anyway. But I don't think they'll get 80 million euros from him anyway. Skygazer's opinion, calm down. Nico has had 8 goals and 17 assists, something like that. But I don't exactly know his stats off the top of the head, but it's an opinion. It's just not that deep. We've spoken about Jota yet? No, we haven't spoken about Jota at all. You know, it's all I feel like I bloody spoke about, and I didn't want to speak about him. Scots have a song for Jota, though. He's considered a hero in Scotland. Then let him go back to Scotland. That's Pedro Porro. It is Pedro, but it doesn't feel like it is. Andy, quick question: who's better, Heung-Min Son Prime or Sadio Mane Prime? Oh, I tell you what, I always thought Sadio Mane was the best of the 3 at Liverpool. Salah always got the height, but Sadio was incredible. I'll say Sonny because of my love for Sonny, but I think it's closer than I would liked it to be. Holland, France, and Austria, yeah, they could be out early doors. Is Jota the second coming of Messi? I don't promote him as better than Jota. Good. I've literally not said he's been better than Jota. Wrong opinions are incorrect. There's not incorrect, mate. It's just some people, like, we just don't get bent out of shape like you do. It's just not that deep. Literally not that deep. I don't have to like Jota, and you can like Jota, and that's fine. I don't want him, and you want him. That's fine. It's not that deep. Chill. Dude, it's a Tuesday evening. Just chill. Oh, good Lord. Andy versus Skygazer derby. Winner gets Jota in the team. Oh, he can go play for my local team. How about that? Does anyone like AC Unity or Odyssey? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Well, slating a player for no reason is wrong. I'm literally not slating him, mate. Good Lord. Anyway, Skygazer should be our left wing for next season. The guy who has the will to win. D-Gad, Sweat, love that. He's got an attitude that I like, to be fair. So fair play to him. And he will definitely throw the game then. Assassin's Creed. Do you know what, dude? What was the Assassin's Creed? Was it what was the one that was back in the day where he was with Picasso? I can't remember which one that was, but I didn't mind that one. I wanted Turan, but that ship sailed. Do you mean Marcus, George? Do you mean Marcus? It ain't that deep for real, but look at the stats. Yeah, it's just, I can't be arsed, lads. I'm not talking about
I'm not talking about Jota anymore. It's I can't be asked. My issue is that I like factual answers. Okay, dude. Whatever makes you sleep better at night. Ezio, that's it. I always remember how they said it. It was like Ezio. I always remembered that. Have we talked about Semi Clixoy yet? Oh, do you know what? We've talked about Jota more than we talked about Semi Clixoy over the streams that we've done over the last 2 weeks, dude. And you talk about it all the time. Yeah, I'd quite like that game. I never finished it, but I quite liked it, to be fair, dude. Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. There was one that was like, was there a multiplayer Assassin's Creed, or am I just being a bit bonkers? Might be a bit bonkers. Jota is the next Killixoy. Just finished playing AC Mirage. Not really a big fan of it, to be honest. I'm hyped for the Japan one coming up. There's a Japan one coming up. Oh, is it the one to do with samurais? Poro looks like he is from the Brazilian drama show. Yay. Still for transferring the boxers as striker. Oh, God. What do I want least? Jota or boxers? Probably the boxers still, to be honest. Tell you what, this Bakayoko Williams one, 50%. That's not often we get there. In most of them, you could multiplayer, but Assassin's Creed 4 was Black Flag. That was it. Black Flag. I was thinking about. Unity. I don't think I played Unity. Yeah, it's I was about to call Eze Ezio there. Eze, Fafana, Gibbs White. Oh, where's Madison, Tom? Where have you put Madison? It's been great having Jota's agent in the chat. He must really want to move from Saudi. He must be miserable. I think Levy will get Hazard instead. Typical Spurs. Do you mean Thorgan or Eden? Eden scored a goal in the soccer raid, didn't he? And everyone was like, look at him, he's inevitable. I'm like, he's 33, he should still be playing. The open world is amazing in everyone. Japan will be beautiful if it's open world. Unity, French Revolution, yeah. Played any Call of Duty? Dude, I grew up with Modern Warfare, World at War, and Modern Warfare 2. Best days of my life. The new one's recently been crap. I did play Warzone over lockdown, and then I stopped in early 2021, and I've not been back since. They've also ruined the zombies, which I really dislike. They've ruined those zombies. Unity is the one in France you play. That's the one I was thinking about, Joshua, I think. The Unity one. So them, I'm the boxer's agent. Eze number 10. Yeah, Eze number 10. Right, that. Eden. Yeah, we'll get Eden in. My favorite COD is Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, and Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 is cooking. I wouldn't defend myself as much as Skygazer defends Jota. Yeah, maybe we've got Jota's burner account. Maybe that's what it is. I wish they did a Black Ops 2 remaster. Daniel, they've got to get to a few before they get... Like, the Modern Warfare 2 remaster was rubbish, and they got to actually do it properly. Because they did remaster Modern Warfare, the first one, and I didn't mind that. Didn't mind that at all. Prop hunt on Crash. Getting into the glitch. Still love it. Do you think Ange has learned from his first Prem season and might change a few things? He was changing things all throughout the season, Lewis, but I think he would have learned a lot, yeah. Has anyone played Renaissance Italia, Assassin's Creed 2? I haven't, Marshall, personally, mate. I haven't. Agree, the new game's been shite recently. Just copy and paste the previous ones. Yeah, it does feel copy and paste, doesn't it? It's just rubbish. Black Ops 6 is going to be fire. I saw, like, the turning over when they're laying down, and I was like, that could be nice. Jota is decent. He's already played for Ange. Okay, yeah. Can we consider Matters a flop? He was not given enough time to get up to the standard. He's not a flop, dude. He's not a flop. Assassin's Creed 2 is my favorite. That is a good game. Martinez, given 90 million game changer for a team like us. We were keen on Martinez, weren't we? Back in the day, we were keen on him. No, Skygazer, mate. I'm just bored of your obsessive need on him. That's all. I don't care anymore. That's why. We're talking about fun things, and it's just you arguing with yourself. Jesus wept. You should play some different games, Andy. Wouldn't mind FM gameplay or even the new cream that comes out. So we're talking about it. Well, do you know what I might have to do, Shroomsy? Make a new channel and just play games on that with you guys. Like, it doesn't have to be Spurs related. That might be the vibe. I don't know if you guys are keen on that. That might be the vibe. And that'll be low key. It's not about views and stuff. It'd just be about the lads hanging out, you know? talking about Japanese game, has anyone played Ghost of... Oh, do you know what? I haven't played that, Tom, and it looks incredible. But it actually looks incredible. I think we should bring up another fan article introducing the personalized socks. Oh, no. Is that personalized Spurs socks, Teddy, before I look? Jota is in Assassin's Creed Japan. I'll be in there to sort him out. Have you played Hitman Blood Money? I haven't. No. Rafinha or Jota chat. Oh, God. Give me Rafinha. Latero Mar says never leave Inter Milan to go to Spurs. Nah, he wouldn't. Not anymore, at least. What's up? Hey, Brian, mate. How are you? Good? A horror survival game you'd love is Metro Exodus. Never heard of it. Make a poll for the gaming channel. I will. That's a good shout. Put it in there. I still have stuff to talk about, transfers and stuff, but we'll get there. It's just vibes, isn't it? Yes, do that. It'd be really neat. Oh, so neat. No, the fact you can't give an educated, well balanced and measured response is not my problem. Okay, Skygazer, you win. I just don't care, dude. My life's too short. Good Lord. Ghost of Tsushima. That is amazing. Yeah, I love watching videos on that. I've not played it, but I love watching videos on that. I'd watch someone play that. I'd watch a watch along as I'm playing that. Hell yeah. It's very beautiful. It is. Hell yeah. Do you think Solomon has taken the main sick note title and Cess has been offloaded? It's not just past in a person. I saw he was going on holiday, I think, Solomon. Marshall, a man of culture. Marshall is a man of culture. He is. What happened to the FIFA 24 career mode? I was doing it for a little while, but I did actually stop. The game wound me up a little bit too much because of the quality. It's an amazing game. Ghost of Tsushima is amazing. I finished it within 2 weeks. God of War. I worship God of War. I finished Ragnarok in 3 days. And then I finished Valhalla in about 6 hours. I was obsessed. We need a gaming channel. It could be the vibe. Ange said he'd rather buy 2 at 50 than 1 at 100 million. Your thoughts? Not a trap question. No, that's fine. George, mate, I'm happy with these questions. I would probably go with the 2 at 50 as well. We're not in a position to be going for 1 for 100. The fact that City or Arsenal did it is because they were ready. That's like that one player is what they truly needed. We still need like 10 to 12, mate. It's ridiculous what we still need. Maida over Jota every day of the week. You need to Google these socks. Teddy, mate, are they Spurs socks? I need you to tell me first. Are they Spurs socks? And then I'll Google personalized Spurs socks. Would love to see rage like I would at Elden Ring. I don't play Elden Ring, dude, because I know it will trigger me. The example picture is hilarious. You got to tell me. Hey, Milton, mate, how are you, buddy? Are you okay? Good to see you, buddy. Always good to see Milton. Yeah, the game is pure rubbish. Don't blame me. Yeah, dude, it's awful. The quality is awful. What's this? Can someone explain to me this UFL new football game that's come out? Can someone explain to me where that's come from? Luis Alberto's just joined Qatari side. Bonkers that. The Euro team on FC 24 was not realistic. Tom, what do you mean the Euro team? I haven't played FIFA in a few weeks, so I must be missing something. I mean, to be honest, Eze 60 and Tony 40 makes sense. It's 250s, I guess. It works out. 100 million players too risky for a second season. Yeah, we're not near there yet. Yeah, they are. Right, hang on. Pause. Everyone pause. Spurs personalized socks. Oh my God. Oh my God. What on earth is this? Lads, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste the link, and I want you all, if you can, if you feel like being nice to me, just grab that link and go have a look at that, because that is horrifying, Teddy. Why are you doing this to me, mate? Screw the transfer to play Ghost of Tsushima. It will be fire. It could be. Pro Clubs is a shout, Mr. Clean. I do have friends that play Pro Clubs. We're just all really busy. Thanks. Appreciate the chat as well. The chat, as it's just the wife and me, and she's a netball fan, so we don't often speak about Spurs. Lewis, my friend, you are always welcome here to talk Spurs and talk everything else rubbish, because that's what we do in this Ronaldo owns the UFL game. Does he? Do you mean Cristiano, Brian? FIFA 20, 2K25 or EA FC 25? Whatever one's going to get good quality of football. That's what I want. England team have Rashford, Chilwell, and other players. Yeah, they're behind the times then, Tom, aren't they? Those socks are mad, Brian. Honestly, I'm so sorry that I had to bring the socks in there. But yeah, UFL is new. I heard Ronaldo put 40 million of his own money into it, basically from the gameplay footage this week. It wasn't finished. I think the beta was out, wasn't it? Imagine that wearing them in public. I tell you, if we ever win the quadruple, I'll wear them. Socks are terrible. Milton, mate, they're awful. Looks normal to me. Marshall, you wind up merchant. Right, I still got to talk about Spurs, mate. I still got to talk about Spurs. What are we doing here, lads? So let's talk about En-Nesyri, because as much as I love talking gaming, this isn't Spurs, all right? So Team Talk said that Tottenham have exploded into the lead to sign Youssef En-Nesyri, with the Sevilla strikers ready to say yes to a move to North London club ahead of Manchester United. However, a second deal for an Italy-based forward has been dismissed. Not really too keen on the En-Nesyri move. So by the looks of it, you'd all be keen on a new channel for gaming, yeah? Just quickly let me know on that, yeah? And vote in the poll if you haven't. But I think En-Nesyri would suit Ange, but he wouldn't be my first option. That's for damn sure. You know, I think there's a handful of strikers I'd probably go for first, you know. New to the channel, who out of all players we are linked with would you like to see us buy? Bash the Daddy. What a name, first and foremost. Secondly, how are you? Thirdly, welcome to the channel. And fourthly, Eberechi Eze. I was flying there. You see that? It was just like that. It's great. Marshall's probably wearing the boxes at the moment. Yeah, Marshall definitely is wearing the boxes and the socks. He's got his own picture of his own face on those socks as well. Don't want Nesyri. Yeah, I'm not taking him as well. If Saudi offered 200 million for Sonny, would you sell? You'd have to let me sleep on that because that's a lot of money for a 31-year-old. Nesyri is a no, yeah. Andy, will you say Fulric? Not right now. He's not exactly what we need. But I wouldn't mind sort of wanting to keep in the loop of any deals that might go on, you know? Looks completely normal. Mental. How much is En-Nesyri, though? Because if it helps us get in Eze afterwards, then sure. I think it wouldn't make a difference to Eze, mate, to be honest. But I would assume it shouldn't be any more than 40 million, you'd hope. My chat went away, but yeah, Ronaldo owns UFL. He's got that Binance Saudi money, hasn't he? Filthy, mate. Filthy. Not in a good way. Oh, Marshall loves that merch at Primark. Absolutely. I think Jimenez, Gertruda, and Eze could all get done by the end of the month. I think they have real interest from the club. Well, Spurs want to get a lot done by the end of this month, DS, so that's not a bad shout. And those three aren't out of the realms of possibility. We get all three. Cheaper option. Yeah, it is a cheaper option. Which Tottenham footballer would you be happy to date your adult daughter? There's something about looking at Mickey van der Ven and thinking, he's a gentleman. I also don't have an adult daughter. I'm 28 and I don't have any kids, so let's keep it that way. Hey, mate, how are you? Peter, I am well. Thank you for asking. How are you, more importantly, though, mate? Yes, for 200 million, we can get Vlahovic, Bakayoko, and Williams with that money. And we'll get Jota to make someone in the chat very happy that wasn't happy that I didn't want Jota. But we'll get him just for him to sit in the reserves. Stinging, that's a weird one. It's out of the blue from Stinging, I won't lie, but I think Mickey would be the guy I'm going for. I don't mind En-Nesyri, but would prefer Tony. I would prefer Tony as well, to be fair. Who's your first choice striker chance to target? A Pender, but I think the more likely options will be the Jimenez Tony shout, you know? 25 million. That's probably about right, Tom. And I'd probably say 25 million pounds, so maybe 28 million euros, something like that. Do you think Lucas Bergvall's going to get much game time? I think we'll start him off slowly but surely, little bits here and there, and then build up once he gets up to speed and he's more confident. But he'll get time in pre-season for sure, hopefully. Yes, agree with Mickey. He looks like a stud. What's up with Gallagher? Nothing. I think he's biding his time, and I think clubs around him are buying their time. Villa need to sell. Spurs know that everyone else needs to sell, so they're like, we'll check on him in a few weeks' time. Create a Discord. I'll come to that poll now. Let's do that poll quickly. Hang on. Sorry for everyone that is here for football chat. There's a few people that want to talk to me about gaming, so I really, really am apologetic. For the people that want to talk about gaming, there's a poll. For people who want to talk about football, let's keep talking. I'm Spursicus. What a name. Spursicus. Hang on, I'm going to your channel. I want to have a look at this. You've got a profile icon. Ah, it's lovely. It's lovely. Spursicus, mate, how are you? You all right? Brian Hill would be the bottom in the relationship. Good Lord, Van Gogh, mate. Good Lord. I don't want to think of that. El Nesri, 25 million. Yeah, agreed. I think Marquis for sure would be Eze. I think we can still get a striker though, a good, like more expensive one as well. Andy, I've been frustrated by going at cuts recently, repeatedly early. It's something our manager needs to address for me. I think with a better group of players, more ability to rotate, I think you'll get your wish, George, mate. I will do one hilarious Spurs fan item every day for the next week. Please don't, mate. It's horrifying me. If you can top those boxes and socks, fair play, but it's horrifying. What does Discord do? Discord is another way you can talk to me, kind of a bit like YouTube chat, but it's more designed for whatever. A lot of it's for gaming and things like that. First choice for me has to be Sesko. Well, Sesko's staying at Leipzig. He's signing a new deal to 2029, but has a gentleman's agreement to leave in either 2025 or 2026. Who's better, CR7 or Messi? I've always been a CR7 guy, and I know people like Messi, and you're not right or wrong for liking either guy, by the way, and it's not that deep if you do. I have seen CR7 do things to teams that Messi has struggled against, especially those Juve teams where he had 2 times to score goals, didn't, and then Ronaldo in the final scored 2. I've also watched Ronaldo in the Premier League tear up my own team quite a few times, so there's also that kind of thing in it. But there's no right or wrong answer. Both are. If it's, if it's not 1A, it's 1B. If it's, not 1B, it's 1A. You know what I mean? It's not a deep. They're both fantastic. Let's not compare them. They're both brilliant, Milton. And Spurs would do lucky to have a player half as good as them. But then we got Harry Kane. He's better than both. Come on. No, I'm joking. Don't cry. Don't cry. All right. But Harry Kane is good. Let him join. Scared over the possibility of him in a sign at Eredivisie and all that. Yeah, the PTSD over like the Vincent Janssen thing, I totally get, Ollie. Let him join a gym. He'll cook them for his husband. Can you imagine Brian Hill, just 200 pounds of muscle? That'd be hilarious. Everyone said we would be relegated with Harry Kane this season. If we get a good offer, Sonny, then we should accept it. At some point, we'll have to move on. Yeah, but the offer has to be worth it. If we're getting 60 million, then I'm not keen. They're trying to offer like 200 million for Salah. And Salah's stats to Sonny's weren't much different, Where do you think Alejo Vliet's in the future? Vliet will fit in the future, but in the next season, he'll go on loan, is my shout. Yeah, I'm not starting CR7 Messi. They're both amazing. Even in Kula's right foot, mate, how are we? You okay? Do you think if Ronaldo wanted to leave, he could play for a Premier League team right now? If you stuck him in that City team, he'd still score 30 goals. Brian Hill is better than Pinaldo and Pesci. That's it. Brian Hill is better than both of them, and I don't want to hear anything otherwise. All right? Brian Hill is him. That's the way you sum it up. Harry Kane is even better than Jota. Exactly. Shroomsy knows Jota is world class, mate. I've got to get my head taken off for that in a minute, aren't I? He might not even be here anymore, but he'd take my head off, wouldn't he? When do you think Spencer and Emerson will leave? Hopefully we get Vanderson in. I think this month they'll move on. Both not playing international football this summer. I think they'll both get moved on this summer. Vanderson is a shout. I would not say no to a Vanderson. Yeah, Messi. Brian Hill's better than Messi. So I'm going to follow the Portugal game to see Parrot. Let me know how you're getting on. Because have they kicked off yet? I mean, it's 8 minutes too. It might have been kicked off. It might have kicked off. I don't know. Who needs CR7 and Messi when you have Dyer and Tanguy? Exactly. Can you imagine those two up top? 700 goals a year. Tip top. Coolly, mate. I'm glad to see you're all right. Glad to see you're all right. Hope the day's been treating you well. Click the like button, please, guys. It helps push the channel. Coys. That's it, George, mate. I love that. Yeah, if you are new, drop a like, subscribe, all that stuff. We passed 2,500 subs today, which was bloody cool. Bloody cool. Hill Messi is a mix of Cruyff and Messi. Respect. Yeah, exactly. Oh, mate, Van Gogh, your Brian Hill jokes are brutal. All jokes aside, Jota's fan chant is pretty nice. I like hearing it. I'll take your word for it. CR7 is the GOAT, no question. Yeah, but he has to tie Brian Hill's shoelaces, so funny name, Kulu. Hale, have you ever looked at Emmanuel Danso, Kulu's favorite player to play with? I haven't looked at him enough. I always rated CR7, especially for that crazy jump against Sampdoria, 2.56 meters. Do you know what? How he didn't shatter his knee on the landing, I don't know. Smash the like. That's it, Liam, mate. Appreciate that, bud. For God's sake, just stop this commentary at birth. CR7 and Messi, please. No. Both amazing. Donnelly getting loaned out. Do you know what? Donnelly getting loaned out to a good, solid championship team, getting regular minutes. I'm keen. Saw a post earlier today of someone saying Eze is the English Ronaldinho. What do you think of that? Too far. Let him just be Eze. Forget Ronaldinho. Let him just be Eze. Right. Here we go. I want to do some polls, and quite a few of you wouldn't mind a Discord to chat game and stuff. Might be something I have to do then. CR7's Madeira, where I'm from. Nice, Milton, mate. Fair play. What do you do with Ashley Phillips this season? I think he'll get time in pre-season, and if he doesn't kill it, I think he'll go out on loan. Messi is the Argentinian Brian Hill, exactly. Ronaldo is a Brazilian JJ Kocher. Ronaldinho said. Ronaldinho is my favourite player ever, baller. We'd love to see loanees in the Premier League next season, Vlies being one. I don't know if he'll I think he'd get a championship move. Marvin, I hope Troy gets a look in for pre-season, mate. I hope he gets a look in for pre-season for sure. Right. Right, here we go. Oh, I've done it the wrong way around. Sorry, 1 second. I've ruined my own poll straight off the bat. Right, here we go. We're going to do some buy and sells. Oh, sorry, we're going to do keep and sells from our own squads. Keep voting on the polls. Keep doing all that stuff. All right. You want a template for Discords? Yeah, tell you why not. My email address should be connected to my YouTube. Just send it through there, bud. Or get me on Instagram. Probably better off getting me on Instagram than Twitter DMs. Instagram might be the play, Teddy. Drop us a follow and message me on there. It's in the description of all my videos. Those saying Brian Hill is the next Messi should seriously be looking at. Lamine Yamal looks more like the next Messi's Hunchheim's player. Sofian, they're just cracking jokes about Brian Hill. But Lamine Yamal should be fantastic. He's good enough for Ipswich, I reckon. Well, Ipswich didn't deem Scarlett good enough for them. If Solanke leaves, do you reckon Vlies could get a... No, because of Solanke fetching like 65 million potentially, I think they would spend that on a couple of strikers personally. Or Scarlett. Now, I think Scarlett gets a championship move. He was going on loan, but I think he stays unless Parrott kills it. Why spend 20 million on Vlies? Just keep loaning him out. Well, no. The idea was to get him some time out on loan this season, and it failed because Kike Sanchez-Flores had a vendetta against the higher-ups, and Vlies is the one that paid for it. Sel Højbjerg can't play Ange. Cheers, Teddy, mate. Thank you very much. I'll check it a little bit later, if not tomorrow morning. Sel Højbjerg later is cooking international matches, get that extra million. I think, well, it doesn't really matter. I don't think we're going to get too much different. And Mbappe is a French Brian Hill. Yeah, he'd be so lucky. Wasn't expecting Sesko to stay. I don't think anyone's expecting him to stay, but I think it's a smart move because I think the landscape next year, does Haaland stay at City? Does City stay at City? What about Liverpool? Would they want Sesko? Arsenal might still be there. Spurs might be there. Does PSG want him? What happens with... does Juve sell Vlahovic and then Juve want Sesko? There's so much to happen with that, Barca might move off Lewandowski. Well, no, Ipswich just didn't play Dane. Had him for half a season. He played like 200 minutes. It was nothing. I play Feliz regularly in FM. It's because you play FM regularly anyway. Lamine Yamal cook under Ange. Yeah, but we ain't paying that money. Imagine English team under Ange. Imagine an English team under a good coach. But yeah, Ange as well. CR7 be a decent backup for Brian Hill. Yeah, maybe. You'd have to come in, take a pay cut. Now, more, I think Liam will stay with the first team. I think we'll stay with the first team. Right. So Højbjerg, everyone thinks sell. All right. We've got some more to come, lads. Here we go. We're gonna fly through these. All right. So I'm gonna give you about a minute to vote on these. But this was my idea for this video to be a lot more interactive, to get you guys a little bit more involved instead of just talking Assassin's Creed, Ghost of Tsushima, or whatever it's called, COD. Højbjerg is good, but doesn't fit Ange ball. Cash in while people are interested. Absolutely bash, mate. Absolutely 29-0. Yeah, no, it's like the Undertaker's record at WrestleMania. Obviously, we need to sell Højbjerg. Yeah. Has there been any more mention of Jonathan David? Do you know what, Sports Cyrus? No, there hasn't. He was on the list of players that we were linked with, but I've not really seen anything from it, to be honest. 100% brutal, yeah. But so, yeah, I would keep Gio. Well, this one has at least a couple of people wanting Gio. I think it has like 4 people wanting Gio so far. There we go. Summer fruit squash, lads. Marshall, where are you? It's summer fruit squash. We went through this earlier, Marshall, before you kick off again. We went through this earlier. It's summer fruit squash, not Kool-Aid. Sesko staying was an easy call. He's only 20. Leipzig put a serious contract and plan for him to be the star. Yeah, exactly. A DS. And the gentleman's agreement, he can still get a big move way into his early 20s, Gio is fantastic against Ecuador. He was. But then it's Argentina. It's always that thing that people have. It's like, oh, you can always play for Argentina, but not Spurs. It's like, oh, getting hard to defend that one. If Arsenal are not getting Sesko, could they go back in for Tony? Well, they're linked with Xerxes, but I don't think they'll get Xerxes. Just for jokes, make one for Levy. Dude, well, that'll be toxic as hell. Kool-Aid, you mean? Don't start this Van Gogh. Don't start this Marshall. I think we sold wrong players. Should sell Skip and keep Winksy. No, we should have sold Winksy. It was just time. Right, well, let's do Skip. Skip's the next one. And you can't skip the poll. John Ratcher, where are you? I need my pun man in here to help me. All right, here we go. Skippy's up next. Yeah, they could go for Osimhen. Because I don't know what's going on with him. I just assume Chelsea or PSG, but I think PSG might go for Kvaradona, and then obviously what happens with Osimhen. And I think Napoli might be smart to sell both of them. Cash in 230 million. Spend 70 of your own. Big old rebuild under Conte. Conte can make you a title challenger again next season if you give him that money in that league. I don't think Gio's played well for us this season. Gio has played well at times. Just he's not played enough. Brian Hill next. Brian Hill's next, Sophie, and I will do that one. Don't know why it's playing hard to get over Kool-Aid. It's not that deep. Don't start this. Don't use my saying against me. All right. Skip helps with the homegrown problem. We might have to say. Well, Skip potentially wants to move because he wants first team football, which I get. But we can sort out the homegrown academy thing regardless. Squash, do you not drink fruit teas? Nah, squash I drink. Water I drink a lot of. There's a water bottle. I can't reach it, but I drink a lot of water. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink tea. I don't drink hot chocolates or anything like that. Water and squash, unless it's alcohol, and then that's a different story. Then my Irish blood kicks in. Sell if a good offer comes like 50 million. Yeah, fair enough. Summer fruit squash sponsorship and coming handy. Oh, George, don't threaten me. Don't threaten me with that good time. I will do it. I will sell myself for that. Start with some attackers after you do Hill because Ange said it's an area we need to improve most. Yeah, Brian, I will. Lo Celso is great against City. Lo Celso's just great against City. Whenever he plays City, he's always like the best player on the pitch. Where does your energy come from if you don't drink coffee? I am just highly wired all the time. I drink pre-workout before I go to the gym, which has caffeine in it, but that does wear off quite quickly. I just have a lot of energy. To be fair, what is it, 8 o'clock? Normally about
8:45, I crash. And then I just vibe with some YouTube in bed and just relax. But yeah, I normally crash about 9, I'd say. So I've probably got an hour left of my energy, and then I just go, boom. Skip is so dead. Wow. Skip is so dead. And then right underneath, Skip is underrated. It's like a tennis match. Gio's showing glimpses of being a good player, but still something missing, in my opinion. Injuries is what's hampering him. Do you know what, lads? I will get if lads clip this. Remind me at the end of the season. If we win a trophy, I will buy Kool-Aid and I'll drink it on stream. Skip is not underrated. Is Skip just about rated or overrated, Brian? Skip is good. He just doesn't play fancy, and people think he's not as good enough. Yeah, he's all right. Skip looks like an 18th century cardinal priest. Good Lord. Right, let's do a Brian Hill one. Keep sell, Brian Hill. What we got? Just about rated. Fair enough. You mean when we win a trophy? Sorry, Brian. When we win a trophy, I will buy Kool-Aid and drink it on stream. But you'll have to remind me because I'll have forgotten by then. Andy, sorry to ask, do you have a favourite player? Do you mean in the current Spurs squad or in history or in the world of football? Let me know, George, and I'll answer. I'll never forget that banger Skip scored against Chelsea. Vibes, mate. That was such vibes. And Kepa is such a dead keeper, but it was vibes. Get ready to drink Kool-Aid then. I'll be ready. I'll be ready. Yes, sir, Andy. All right. All right. Any, mate. Right now at Spurs, I'd probably say my favourite player might be I'd say it's Destiny Udogie. Of all time, Robbie Keane. It's who I grew up worshipping, basically. And in the world of football right now, I'd probably still take Harry Kane. That one hurts. That one still hurts. Is Ndombele finally gone? Pretty much, yeah. Skip Hill, we all know the answer. Van Gogh, people wanted it. People wanted it. Developmental coaches fail Hill. I think we failed Hill with all the changes of managers and things like that. Why is someone not gone to him? Right, we're going to put you on a bigger diet. You're going to be in the gym a bit more. We're going to put about 10 pounds of muscle on and you'll be ready. Because look at Bernardo Silva. He's not this like absolute monster of a player. He's got a bit more about him and he can handle the physicality. Brian just needs a good 10 pound of muscle and he'd be probably pretty decent. But I've been saying it for ages and it just never changes. The streets won't forget Skippy against Barcelona in the pre-season match. He has his days, but so did Winksy, to be fair. Kulu next. All right, we'll do Kulu next. Portugal scored. Damn it. Was it Sui? Udogie is my favourite player too, mate. Brian, great minds think alike. 3 great answers. George, tell me your 3. It's not all about me. Tell me your 3. Good news, guys. I convinced my girlfriend to come see her first Spurs game at a pub nearby with other supporters I go to. Time to teach her about the world of football. Atta boy, Shroomsy. Mate, everyone in the chat, shout out Shroomsy for that because we love that. I love that. Well done, mate. Well done, mate. She's in for a world of pain, but I love that. I agree with Feldon. We did. She made jokes about liking Arsenal though after explaining rivalries. Okay, well, that might be cause for dumping, but well, let's see how we go. Jermaine Defoe, Tom, that's a shout. Silver's masterful on the ball, so he can get away with it. Just a clever player. Well, Brian's good on the ball. He just can get pushed off. Hence why 10 pounds of muscle would sort him out. Was it Sui? Yeah, no, right. João Felix scored. Boring. We don't like him. I think I've said them all. Probably have. Big up Shrooms. That's it. Big up Shrooms. Right, we're moving on. We're going to do Kulu because we've been asked very politely by Sofian to do Kulu next. This could be fun. This could be very fun. All right. There you go. There's Kulu. Modric, Kane, and Udogie. Shout, George, mate. Shout. Free at last. Thank God we're free at last. Fair play, James. Lineker and Gaza for me. Daniel, if I put you on the spot, give me one. João Felix scored for Portugal. I said I'd take him in a heartbeat. He was very good at Chelsea. I'm not as keen. On a lot of money, I'm just not as keen, to be honest. Shroomsy. Yeah, that's it. What's the love life looking like? I never thought I'd talk about my love life on a football stream. Lads, my love life is probably speaking to you lot, to be honest. That's all I've got time for. All I've got time for, lads, is building this channel up to be great. That's all I've got time for.
I've had liposuction. That is brutal, by the way. That's why a good diet, Liam, is what you want, because liposuction is not for the faint-hearted. Lineker, fair shout. Harry Kane, buy. Harry Kane, 100% buy. Kulu is a better in a 10, not on the wing. I don't think Kulu's great on the 10. He's probably better at false 9 than he is 10. Who's your fave underrated player? Mine is Clint Dempsey. Ooh. Scott Parker. I thought Scott Parker was brilliant for Spurs. It's a shame we just got him when we did. If we had him a couple of seasons too early, that'd be amazing. We love you. Love you too, Milton, mate. Love you all. Hey? Who needs a go when you've got Tottenham? Painful. Sel Kulu doesn't fit this. Decky just needs to find where his natural position. Yeah, it doesn't fit this. It's not good enough in the middle and too slow on the wing. He was good for the defensive styles we used to play. Well, hence why Napoli, if they want him, can come get him. Good, get the money in. Building a muscle as well. Yeah, the gym is probably my second love behind Spurs. And Spurs seem to just break my heart all the time. The gym doesn't, at least. Hoddle, shout, Sheringham. Sheringham's a rogue one. Didn't expect that. Kulu can play a few positions. I'm not sure, Zero Video. Kulu's not a 10 stop line yourself. Honestly, to talk more about that, no reason. Matters should come off. Kulu should take a spot when we have Gio on the bench. Gio should be coming on before Kulu for sure. Don't worry, Andy, we'll never break up with you. Attaboy, Shroomsy. Attaboy. Kulu is not a winger in the Ange system. Yeah, he creates a lot of chances, but then there's games where he does kind of just drift. Do you rate Hwang Hee-chan? I do rate Hwang Hee-chan. Sel Kulu, although he's technical, he isn't fit high line, requires a lot of fitness, and I hate to be this guy, but I think he'll get injured next season. I hope he doesn't. As long as we get good money for him, then yeah, sure. Love Van der Vaart. Oh, yeah, we all love Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart vibes. Van der Vaart, North London derbies. That is a player that you wanted. Yes, Sel Kulu, in my opinion. Well, let's end that. Let's end that poll. Sofian is dictating my polls. He wants Basuma next. Hwang Hee-chan's a beast, but he's too injury prone. By the way, I've not done any keep or sells in my own eyes, but Basuma I'm keeping. All right, there's my answer for that one off the poll. Who needs to go if you've got the boxes? Prob also won't get one with them. Yeah, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that a girl just going, what? Looking at your box like, what? Can you imagine her holding up the socks and you've got your own face on your socks? She'd be like, what is going on? Moussa Dembele and Mora for that one game. Oh, Moussa Dembele. Chef's kiss. Striker Pavlyuchenko was good. I was never a Pavlyuchenko guy. I always wanted him to be good, but I just couldn't. He just couldn't do it enough. Hwang is an Ange player. Just plays his heart out every match. Yeah, I like him. Can play on the right as well, a little bit as well, which could help. We can sell Deck in next window. It's just too early now. I don't mind that idea. And with the Spurs gym and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu are mine. Gary, and this is a question for Gary. How are your ribs, mate? From the Jiu-Jitsu, how are your ribs? Keep Biss, yeah, agree. Only for a good price. Yeah, well, you'd have to get at least 40 plus for Biss for us to do it. Although good price comes, Biss goes. Although Kula had a 100% pass rate in City game, is the reason we had City draw. He broke their structure altogether. There's games where he cooks, and there's games where it's just he's a passenger, you know? Sorry. Right, sorry, I'm with you again. Honestly, Kula makes me a tad bit angry sometimes. Why does he act so shy near the goal sometimes? Yeah, sometimes put your foot through it. Aaron Lennon would cook under Ange. Aaron Lennon would cook full stop. Kula's sexy as a beast, but needs to elevate his mental game and he'll be a world-class forward. Potentially. He's had some time now, so hopefully you'd have thought last season with the season we saw a real, true step up. Ronnie Rosenthal was the ultimate sub. Shout. Scored our first Champions League goal against FC20. Jesus, Tom, who are we talking about again? Was it Pavlyuchenko? My ribs are good because I know how to protect them. My knees. Oh, dude, my knees are screwed as well. I'm with you as well. Not from jiu-jitsu, just from football, but my knees are screwed. He's still 20, like 24, 2 decades. Oh, yeah, he's still young. I love Spurs, my kids, and heavy metal music. Yeah, Milton. Hell yeah. Heavy metal music in the gym. I don't listen to it enough, probably. Give Biss and Kulu one more season. If they fail to deliver, sell them both. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, Rec. Right, so it looks like everyone, for the majority, want to keep Biss. Cool. Another thing with Kulu, what's his deal with running just behind people and straight up pushing into them? He bundles into them, doesn't he? He loves a bundle. Right. You know who really could kind of Ange stays fit? Czech Cannon. Well, Pavel Nedved is a brilliant player, so he would fit any system. Nothing. Do you like funk in the gym? What's funk? Yeah, Tom. Yeah, fair enough. Another thing with Kulu. Yeah, I've already read that. It's fine. Right, another one. Excuse me, itchy nose. This is a good one. This is a really good one because this is actually a genuine that can happen. This is going to be fascinating. Let's see what everyone thinks for Richie. Right. Trust Richie. I think it's a gentle of music, or it's a genre of music. It's got aggressive tunes to it when hitting PR. I just like rock music, to be honest. Rock music's probably what I used to PR on. I don't PR as much. I mean, I went back to clean and jerks for the first time in like 9 years. And I got to 100, and then I was like, oh, my back's not good. That doesn't feel good on my back. And I was like, that's why I stopped doing deadlifts. That's why I stopped doing clean and jerks. That's why I stopped doing crazy weights at the age of like 19 or 20, because I could already feel it was doing damage, you know? Out of context, but what is the age of the chat? I don't know. I'm 28. Oh, sorry, you mean what's everyone's age? I'm 28. I would sell, but we'll probably not get the offer. Yeah, the offer would have to be good, but I just think keep Richie, get another striker in, move Sonny out to the left, and you could be cooking up an absolute feast there. Sorry for me, Richie just ain't good enough. Fair enough, Bash. Too risky to sell. Richie, yeah. Music files, Depeche mode. Oh, don't know that. Cool and Biss are good players on their day, but if we want to catch up top four, we need quality. Yeah, but we can't get rid of like 20 people in this one season, you know? I'm sure you played football back in the day. What was your position? Dude, I was a striker and a winger because I was very quick. And then I got, a little bit too muscular. And now I would probably play centre half or right back. I did play centre mid. I only played for school once because I played rugby at school. Played centre mid once for school and I was captain. We won 7-0. And I was pretty good. I lasted 70 minutes, which actually surprised me. I may have two-footed someone about 30 seconds in, though. Rugby player. 20, 17, 20. Who's your favourite band? Do you know what, Milton? I might sit there and say Blink-182. 16 with 3 GCSEs left. Ollie, mate, you're not far. You're not far away, dude. Once those GCSEs done, bro, it's the best summer of your life and make the most of it. Milton's 40. Milton, I thought you were 21. You've had me there. Same for Rich. Keep him for now. He can do a job. Yeah, I think he can do a job from time to time. 35, 22. Explains the brain dead comments I make. It does. Tom Hidden, 36, 16, 42. What's that? 7717 in your channel? It was just given to me, Teddy. It was just given to me. Blink-182, a good man, love breaking the horizon, something like that. Who was I last listening to? Here we go. Let me do this quickly. By the way, this was a Spurs chat. We've talked about gaming and music more than we talked about Spurs. I listened to Blink-182's album last, but the song I was listening to last, I believe, was actually rap music. I listened to Band for Band by Central C. There you go. Mixing it up. I like all kinds of genres. Oh, ow. Hey, Andy, what did I miss? You've missed a lot of talk about gaming, about football. There was a guy crying about Jota for a little while because I said I didn't like him, and he took that as a personal threat against him. But we talked about Enesri, we talked about Guirassy and the Dortmund links, we talked about Ndombele's contract as well. And now we're just vibing. We're just vibing out, which is probably rubbish for anyone that's watching this post live stream. I'm gonna have to put it in the. I'm gonna have to put it in the comments. Don't watch this if you don't want to look at Spurs. I'm 40 but feel like 80. You're 40 but you feel like 20. But no, I feel you, Milton, bro. I feel you. I like Richie, but he's an open book and is willing to be vulnerable to deal with his mental health. If the world had more young men with strength of Richie, the world would be a better place. James, you could not have put that any better. Couldn't have been any better. Dean Gibb, 40. I thought Dean Gibbs was 22. He's had me on there. I love 80s thrash metal. Nice, Milton. Yeah. Milton, well, we feel like you're 18. Yeah, Milton's part of the lads. He's part of the lads. I thought, do you know what's mental? The amount of you that are younger than me, and I'm 28. Now I feel like I'm the elder statesman of the group. I actually went to sleep last night listening to Violence by Blink-182. To Yoon. I actually like their new album. It's got a lot of stick, but I actually like their new album. You're arguing with the 17-year-old over Jota. Dude, he was in his feelings. Do you know what? I thought, do you know what? I might have to message him private and be like, is everything all right? Like, back, away from this YouTube. Is everything okay at home? It was like 20 messages in the space of 5 minutes. It was like, whoa, dude, are you okay? This channel is therapeutic. Milton, we are all here to listen to one another and chat if we need to. How old is that Jota guy? The player or the guy that was crying about him? Do a poll about Sancho. All right, I will. Wreck. My answer is no. But we will do one. Oh, I keep doing it wrong. Sancho. There we go. Buy, leave. There we go. Right, there we go. Favorite food? Pizza, CDC. I love pizza. And for a guy who's trying to lose weight, you can see everything's starting to come in a little bit more. I haven't had a pizza in ages. I did make air fry pizza the other week to kind of sort my cravings out, and that was not as good as an actual pizza, but it wasn't too bad. Listen to any Blackpink in your area? No, I personally don't. Josh, a guy left a while ago. Yeah, because I stopped giving him attention, so he just left. Do you have a gym playlist? I have a few different gym playlists. Yeah. I have a few. So I have like a rock one. I have a rap one. I have like a bit of like a all kind of party mix one. Yeah, I have a mix. It depends on the vibe, Josh. Depends on the vibe. Sends mental health line to the Jota guy. I hope he's okay. Just more importantly, on his sake, I hope he's okay. And Nesri Katruda, Tony Eze Gray, Ito Edwards, and it's a miraculous window. That is a miraculous window. Burger over pizza. All bold. The thing is, if a burger's good, then you could be cooking up a feast there. Had pizza tonight. Sonia, what pizza did you have, and what was the toppings? Did you make it? Was it frozen? Was it a takeaway? Big up Terry. Terry's here, lads. Everyone, and if you can, in the comments box, can I just get a little big up Terry? I'll put it in myself. Big up Terry. We all love to big up Terry. Put it in there. I'm putting it in there myself. Big up Terry. We love Terry. What's your favourite beer? Do you know what, Milton? I love a Guinness. I love a Guinness. We got some in England, like a Madri. We've got Moretti's, things like that. But Guinness would be the one that I go for. Yeah, Josh, it's important to have a mixture. If I need to get in there, then it's rock. If I just want to vibe, it's a bit of rap, Do you ever see MF Doom? MF Doom is in my party playlist, so I do. I've heard that Arsenal are interested in Edwards. I talked about him earlier, Rec. I did talk about him earlier. Would you exchange Bergvall for Kane? No. Big up Terry, big up Terry, big up Terry. That's it. We got a big up Terry train in here. Loving it. Sancho back in London is a nightmare waiting for happen. Avoid at all costs. Yeah, D-boy, I'm probably the same as you, mate. Milton with a hello, Terry. Big up your bunts, Tezza. John Terry, nah. John Terry, no. No, not John Terry. Big up Terry, that's it. Don't kill me, but I'm indeed a fan of pineapple pizza. Oh. Shroomsy, mate. We were getting on so well. What are you doing with pineapple, you weirdo? Big up Terry. Big up Terry. Tesco's Margarita, don't eat meat. Fair enough, Tonya. That's fair enough. Sonia, you'd really like Dave Portnoy when he does pizza reviews. One bite, everyone knows the rules, and he does it on margaritas. And I love Dave Portnoy so much. Big up, Terry. Big up, Terry. Living in Oz, we love beer. Milton. I've been in Australia. I've drank some questionable beers in Australia. I can't remember their names, right? But or is it schooners? They're called schooners. Milton, help me here. They're called schooners. Big up, Terry. That's it. Stay away from the Italian border. Yeah, they won't let you in, Shroomsy. Cooking up a chili con carne with rice, chef's kiss. I'll give you the chef's kiss, dude. Hell yeah. And that is good meal prep as well, Ollie. Make a big batch, box it up as well. Dessert on a main, leave it out. Yeah, it's awful. Peroni. Yeah, shout on there, Peroni. Yeah. Oh, dear, that makes me a weirdo. Don't go to Italy, George. I also do love pineapple pizza. Don't go to Italy, Milton. Do you listen to Nems? I don't know it personally. Would you take Pogba right now if it means Levy with his connections takes his child? Ooh, no, I wouldn't. I loved Pogba at Juve, but the Pogba experience at United ruined it for me. Andy, what online games do you play? Good shout. I play Star Wars Battlefront 2. That's why I was actually a couple minutes late to the stream, by the way. It started about 2 minutes past 7. I finished a game of Star Wars Battlefront 2. Had to run downstairs to get a drink, so hence why I was late. So apologies. I was cooking up a feast with Palpatine. I played that. NBA 2K. Hang on. My PlayStation is on. I play a PS5. It's actually on. GTA, Rocket League. It's probably about it. And I guess you could put FIFA, but, you know, who the hell cares about that crap? I like pineapples. I like pizza. It just makes sense. It does on the face of things. But yeah, don't be doing that. Yeah, Gary, don't let him in New York. Don't let him in New York. Yeah, Schooner. That's it. I thought it was Milton. I thought it was. Yeah, I remember getting like these big old like pints, like massive old jugs. It was like $20 and just pouring schooners, mate. I was loving it. Belter. A middies 285. Yeah, well, it's nothing there, is it? There's like 2 gulps, mate. It's gone. You're all too kind. Terry, mate, you're a legend in the chat. It's always what I do. Whenever I see your name come in this chat, I always shout out you, mate. Absolute legend. If it ain't spice pizza, then it's no for me. Bash, you are a feisty one. All right. VB Tony did Carlton Dry. I think I remember having a bit of Carlton Dry. I think I remember Carlton Dry. Kingfisher Lager, always good with the curry. Do you think Tonali would be good for Newcastle next season? He was good for Newcastle from what I watched this season. He had a night out on Wetherspoons. I remember seeing a picture of that. But I think he will be good, yeah. I guess I won't be getting Vicario signed kit when he finds out my Thai pizza or a Dogi, mate, or a Dogi. Hell, you probably don't get Bentancur, Romero, or Kulu either. Pogba was played it wrong when he was a facilitator. Meridian played long part. Yeah, Pogba was great in that diamond, you know, with Perlo at the base, Vidal Vidal was kind of on the right. Pogba was on the left, and like Marquisio was at the cam, but they kind of interchanged, didn't they? That I like pizza, I like pineapples. Can go very wrong though. It can, dude. Home cooked pizza and a fire pizza oven can't be beaten. My dad does it best. Your dad, Ollie, is a legend. Shout out Ollie's dad because we love that. Been liking some of the funny AI tunes being made by Jazzy Jeff's crew. This one takes a nursery rhyme, turns it into a summer classic. Haven't heard it in a hype. Haven't heard it. Cheese on a pizza is must. Green chilies. Marshall knows. Are you a big fan of Adventure Guy? If yes, what's your dream country to visit? Well, one of my dream countries to visit, shout out Milton, shout out a few other people, was actually Australia. I did Australia. I was in Sydney. I went up the East Coast to Cairns. Obviously stopped in between, obviously. Went to Melbourne, went to Tasmania. There was a dust storm in Sydney, so I actually was grounded for like 2 weeks of my trip, which sucks. But yeah, I guess something like Fiji. I wouldn't mind. I would like a Fiji. But yeah. Chicken pizza with veggies. Shout. That's a difference. A rogue shout wreck, mate. I like to take risk. Shroomsy, the risk is trying to get your girlfriend to support Spurs. That was close. Thought we were going to have pizza wars. It's still early doors. If you had to eat the same meal for every day, what would it be? Pasta, because there's so much you can do with it, Milton. Sancho's 10 times player as Brennan Johnson. I'm sorry. Yeah, you just don't like Brennan Johnson, Kyrie, mate. I know that. Spicy kebab pizza, amazing. Don't know it, Liam. Pretty much anything but anchovies for me. Oh, Terry, mate, I am there with you, Terry. I am so there with you. It's scary. Life advice. What do you want life advice on, mate? New Zealand's better. CDC. I wonder why you think that. But I never got a chance to. I never got a chance to go to New Zealand. I did want to, but I just don't have the time. Had to make a home for Christmas. My mother would not have loved me, and I'm her baby. I'm her youngest. She would not have loved me very much if I didn't get home for Christmas. Jalapeno and pizza is jalapenos yet. As long as they not overdo it. I don't want to be. I don't want it to be jalapenos with like a little bit of like pepperoni or a little bit of meat or something like that. Like blend it in, get a nice mixture. New Zealand, Philippines is shout. New Zealand for the ruggers, nice. Tomatoes, jalapeno, nice. I'm off. Tom, mate, I'll see you for the next stream, bud. Pizza barbecue sauce is what I really like. Bold. I used to like it, but then as I got older, I just started disliking it. Jalapenos, green peppers, naga base and pepperoni. Yeah, shout. Bro, Johnson had a good first season with Spurs. Don't understand the hate. It's more of a price tag thing with Johnson. Jalapenos and pizza. Yeah, Terry. Terry's got good taste in pizza. I can tell you that now. Terry and I would be a good time at a pizza place, getting a few pints and some pizzas. I can already tell I'd like that. It's just true. I wish Brennan was better. He's not as bad as I think you think he is, Kyrie. I would say that. He's not the best, but I wouldn't think he's the worst. Love to go to Canada, have a white Christmas. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to Canada. I wouldn't mind going to Boston, see the Patriots, see the Celtics. Red Sox, yeah. Bruins, I wouldn't mind seeing a nice hockey game. Bruins might be good fun. Man, honey barbecue on pizza. Shroomsy has the weirdest taste in pizzas. I'm sorry, mate. You have the weirdest taste. Brendan hates too much for a first. He was great. I would say great. I think it was solid. How much do we pay? 47.5. Baby tomatoes, 3 cheeses, basil on my pizza tonight. Nice and simple. Yeah, in a hype, dude. Sometimes, mate, simple is best. Honestly, so tired of Brennan. Hey, one day fans will love another game. They don't. They want him in the pit of Hades. No one wants to be in that pit, dude. I had taco pizza a while back, and I'm pretty amazed. Taco pizza sounds incredible, Terry. Lads, this is why Terry's legend of the chat, by the way. These sort of things. Olives can piss right off, especially the black ones. Rank. Oh, I'll tell you what, I used to love olives as a child, right? Had olives before having tapas in Spain last summer. I was like, right, I've not had one in years. I don't like them anymore. I hadn't one in years. I'm like, right, I'm going to bang, put it in my mouth, spat it straight out. And I was like, that is revolting. Honestly, love a classic margarita done with mozzarella and basil leaf or a meat feast. Of course. I prefer a pepperoni, meaty pizza sort of thing, but sometimes a margarita just hits right. Tangy tomatoey sauce, yeah, that's hit right. Deep pan, thin crust for you. Depends on the pizza, George. Depends on the pizza. But I like a good crust, though. I do like a good crust. Pogba would suit that Luton Town formation. Imagine Pogba at Luton Town. Local shop does a doner kebab pizza. Yeah, a few of you said this. I'm not sure. It's 5:30 morning, Wednesday morning. 5:30 a.m. Wednesday morning, Milton, and you and I are talking about schooners. Can you believe it? Pizza, like music, is all about the bass. Oh. Tell you what, Marfin, when he asked me for life advice, I might have to say that to him next time. He's not come back to me. I don't know what life advice he wants. I'm 28, Marfin, so I'm not sure I can give you as much as you want. I can give you a little bit. Olives of Val, agree. My personal favorite is just pepperonis with jalapenos, but I do go for barbecue once in a while. Jalapeno and pepperoni works, mate. Works well, mate. 47.5 minutes, a great deal if you compare it to chancellors like Anthony Mudryk and Sancho. Well, yeah. Change the name to Inside Pizza. Come on, let's do it. Let's all set up our own pizza chain. We'll all work together. We'll all just, we'll make loads of money on it, shall we? I'm sure I've seen feta cheese on pizza. That could work, George. Margarita with chicken fajitas is a match made in heaven. See, Terry, margaritas and chicken fajitas. You are threatening me with a really good time there. That sounds incredible. For a Spurs channel, we do talk a lot about food. We talk too much crap, Milton. That's what we do talk, and I love it. Pizza goes very well with the Kool-Aid. Shut your mouth, Van Gogh. If you look at his passes, yeah, you and your passes, Kyrie, mate. Any football updates come through in the meantime? I should probably check that, actually. From Spurs news to Call of Duty, Conversations Pizza. I know. I've still got the Spurs socks up. For goodness sake, I never got rid of it. All right, let's have a quick look. Apparently, Chelsea want that John Duran, that Villa striker. I've just seen that. Let's have a look, see if I can find anything. Pie Faces signed a 5-year deal with Girth and Turf. Fair play. Apparently, Villa are considering legal actions against the Premier League over PSR rules. Comes with the Premier League already fighting legal cases bought by Man City. What a surprise! It's like little brother jumping in with the big brother. I've had pizza with feta cheese with DC. I think it would be CDC. I like pineapple on pizza. I need to confess, Darren. There's too many of you. There's too many of you. Shroomsy started this, and there's too many of you in my chat now. Even without Ronaldo, Portugal star so from attack to defense. Portugal is bonkers. Bonkers. One time when working late on a project, client got us pizza from Chinese and it came with toppings of peas and carrots. That is a disgrace. Wait, I'm not having a roast dinner on my pizza. What is that? I wouldn't have eaten it. I'd send it back. Get me a margarita. Send it back. Breaking news. Fab said, here we go. Pizza joined Spurs on a 5-year deal. Yeah, I did. There we go. I've got my shirt, guys. Life advice about growing up. Well, mate, I don't, Marvin, before I answer that, how old are you? So I can talk about the age gap between us. All right. And then I can go from there. Darren coming in here, throwing in pineapple on pizza. What do you think about Villa losing? It's a weird one, Louise, to Juve, because Villa get top 4 football. They had a decent cup run in the Europa Conference League, sorry. And they're being forced to sell one of their best players because of FFP. I hate it. I actually do hate that. Martin, right, you're 16. So you are in technically year 11 if you're in England. It's the best summer of your life at 16. Make the most of it. Enjoy it. When it comes to sixth form or college, make sure you work hard. Don't leave your revision till like February, March. Just every day, 1 hour every day. Just ticking it away. All right. And trust me, dude, one thing I would say is when people told me this, I didn't want to know about it. I never did it. I wish I did. And they always say that when you're on the other side, I wish they did. So make sure you're working hard at the start of the year. Once you get homework, boom, get it done, fly across with it, get it out of the way. Then you can enjoy hanging out with us on streams and you can hang out playing some, FIFA. Make sure you're working hard in terms of your own physical health, going to the gym, running, playing sports, whatever it is you're doing, make sure you do that. And dude, have a think about what you want to do in life. It doesn't have to be something that you have to do at the age of 18 or 19 or 20. It might be something that you want to do at the age of 28. Hey, I'm doing this alongside other things, but this is what I want to do in life is talk to you guys about football. I only developed this mostly a year ago and I was 27. So it will come to you, it will hit you like a steam train. And then from there, as they say, grab the bull by the horns and don't let go. It's a wild ride life, Marvin. It's a wild life. And always make sure you look around at things and, check in on your friends. Check in on your friends. That's the important one as well. All right. But work hard. Look after yourself physically. Look after yourself mentally. If things are getting to you, speak to people. Speak to your friends. Make sure they're all right as well. They're day one boys. I'm really blessed. I have a friendship group. There's 7 of us. We don't all live in the same city, but we're very blessed. We talk every day. One of which, by the way, I want you guys to help me in this one. My friend actually had a child at 1:54 this morning. So what I'm going to ask for you is, I'm just double checking some transfers. Can I get a shout out? And I'll set it off myself. All right, I will set it off myself because what I want to do is I want to be able to send my friend to come join the stream after it's done. Obviously, he's gonna be busy. He's got he's got a little one to look after and things like that. But I'm gonna put it in here so everyone can he can see it. He will love it. Can everyone put in? And I'm gonna start it off. So I want you to follow me. I'm gonna put shout out, and the child's name is Piper. Right, so I'll put it in there. If everyone can do that, I'd be really appreciated because I can send it to him to join the stream 1:34 so he can see it. He'll love it. He'll absolutely love it. And I appreciate you all for helping me on this one because he's a good person, Dean. He's a very good person. And I'm going to send him in there to have a look at it. Shout out Piper. We all love Piper. She'll be a Spurs fan because my friend Dean is a Spurs fan. So his son Logan will be a Spurs fan. Piper will also be a Spurs fan. So that's why we all love Piper. All right. But 1:54 this morning, he was up and we all love Dean. We all love Piper. Couple of legends. Love this. Love this. But yeah, Martin, my friend, make sure you work hard. Check in on your friends. They're the important ones in life. Friends and family, make sure they're okay. Work hard on yourself. Work hard on what you want to do. And you know what, my friends? Good things will come to you if you work hard. And you know what? If you ever want to get into Spurs YouTube and I'm doing well, I'll always want to help you, mate. And if there's anything I can help you with, always, always, always reach out. All right. Look, I love this, guys. Really appreciate this. All these shout out there's honestly, if he does it, if he can't get a chance to see it, because he might not see it, but we're talking like 30, 40 people shouting out, shout out Pipers. That's it. Kamagoo coming through with a super chat, shout out Piper. That's it. That's it. What a legend. Absolute legend, Kamagoo. Happy birthday to Marshall's mum. Happy birthday to Marshall's mum as well. I've just seen that. Happy birthday, Marshall's mum. Absolute legend. Any Spurs fan is a friend of mine. That's it, Milton. And Dean is a fan of the channel. Don't worry. Be good to your parents as they love you regardless. Listen to your mum. She's always right. You may not think she is, and she may not be right there and then, but I tell you what, time will come and it will show its face that your mum was always right. My advice is always follow your passion. Follow your passion. Follow your passion is a good one, yeah? Marshall, mums, happy birthday, absolutely. Teddy, I'll be heading off now. I'll check your DM in a second, mate. James, my name is Andy or Andrew, which either one fits you best, but Andy's fine by me, mate. That is my name. But everyone, I will say this now. Thank you all so very much for joining me this evening. It's been a long one. It's an hour and 36. We've talked football. We've talked, pizzas. We've talked, Spurs. We've talked, Piper. Welcome to the world, Piper Hubbard. We talked all sorts tonight. It's probably been my favorite stream so far. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening. Make sure you look after yourselves. Milton, hope work goes all right, bud. I know you're working at the moment. Same with you, CDC. I hope work goes well for you too. All right. I know it's that time of day that you'll be at work. If you want to be happy, don't get married. Brave one, Milton. But thanks everyone for joining. Thank you all so much. And I will see you all for 12 p.m. 12 p.m. tomorrow. I'll see you all then, everyone. Hey, take care, everyone. See you later. Bye-bye.